Numbers. Chapter 24. Verse 1. Now when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he did not resort to divination as at other times, but turned his face toward the wilderness. Verse 2. When Balaam looked out and saw Israel encamped tribe by tribe, the Spirit of God came on him. Verse 3. And he spoke his message. The prophecy of Balaam son of Beor. The prophecy of one whose eye sees clearly. Verse 4. The prophecy of one who hears the words of God, who sees a vision from the Almighty, who falls prostrate, and whose eyes are opened. Verse 5. How beautiful are your tents, Jacob, your dwelling places, Israel. Verse 6. Like valleys they spread out, like gardens beside a river, like aloes planted by the Lord, like cedars beside the waters. Verse 7. Water will flow from their buckets. Their seed will have abundant water. Their king will be greater than Agag. Their kingdom will be exalted. Verse 8. God brought them out of Egypt. They have the strength of a wild ox. They devour hostile nations and break their bones in pieces. With their arrows they pierce them. Verse 9. Like a lion they crouch and lie down. Like a lioness. Who dares to rouse them? May those who bless you be blessed and those who curse you be cursed. Quote. Verse 10. Then Balak's anger burned against Balaam. He struck his hands together and said to him, I summoned you to curse my enemies, but you have blessed them these 3 times. Verse 11. Now leave at once and go home. I said I would reward you handsomely, but the Lord has kept you from being rewarded. Verse 12. Balaam answered Balak, did I not tell the messengers you sent me? Verse 13. Even if Balak gave me all the silver and gold in his palace, I could not do anything of my own accord, good or bad, to go beyond the command of the Lord. And I must say only what the Lord says. Verse 14. Now I am going back to my people. But come, let me warn you of what this people will do to your people in days to come. Verse 15. Then he spoke his message. The prophecy of Balaam son of Beor. The prophecy of one whose eye sees clearly. Verse 16. The prophecy of one who hears the words of God, who has knowledge from the Most High, who sees a vision from the Almighty, who falls prostrate, and whose eyes are opened. Verse 17. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star will come out of Jacob. A scepter will rise out of Israel. He will crush the foreheads of Moab, the skulls of all the people of Sheth. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star will come out of Jacob. A scepter will rise out of Israel. He will crush the foreheads of Moab, the skulls of all the people of Sheth. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star will come out of Jacob. A scepter will rise out of Israel. He will crush the foreheads of Moab, the skulls of all the people of Sheth. Verse 18. Edom will be conquered. Sire, his enemy, will be conquered. But Israel will grow strong. Verse 19. A ruler will come out of Jacob and destroy the survivors of the city. Verse 20. Then Balaam saw Amalek and spoke his message. Amalek was first among the nations, but their end will be utter destruction. Verse 21. Then he saw the Kenites and spoke his message. Your dwelling place is secure. Your nest is set in a rock. Verse 22. Yet you Kenites will be destroyed when Ashur takes you captive. Verse 23. Then he spoke his message. Alas! Who can live when God does this? Verse 24. Ships will come from the shores of Cyprus. They will subdue Ashur and Eber, but they too will come to ruin. Verse 25. Then Balaam got up and returned home, and Balak went his own way.